everyone, I'm Lisette. I'm with Florida Association for the Deaf, and I just wanted to let you all know that we have successfully filed our interpreter licensure bill. We have a House representative who's Berman, and both our representatives are going to help us immensely get this bill passed. We're trying to get this interpreter bill to become an official law. But there's some important things I wanted to touch base with you all on. We need to get this bill passed, and these are some things we need to do. A lot of people have been resistant to it, but we need everyone to hear us out. This bill is a good thing. It's great, and I'll go ahead and explain why. There are over 3 million deaf and deafblind people here in the state of Florida, and only about 10% use sign language. We have about 525 certified interpreters here in the state of Florida. And we have about 300 pre-certified, and pre-certified interpreter means that they're working on obtaining their certification. Now, the Americans with Disability Act says that we are entitled to qualified interpreters. Now, what exactly does qualified mean when we're talking about an interpreter? Some people think, it means either we like them or, we don't like that interpreter, but really it means that we have some sort of standard for the quality of interpreters, and that's exactly what this bill will help us achieve. Also, interpreters will have to apply to get an interpreter license, and that license will give interpreters credibility when they are practicing in the field of interpreting. It also is to make sure that we are safe. If we're in a situation and an interpreter is called to interpret for us, we want to make sure that we're good with them and that there's not someone who's underqualified. Now, that's the issue with the word qualified, is that we need to make sure we're all on the same page with what that means, and helping this bill pass will help us raise that standard so that we are all on the same page. Also, if an interpreter is sent and they have a license, that will be acceptable. However, if someone shows up to an assignment and they do not have a license, their agency will be punished. Now, of course, sometimes there's going to be volunteer interpreters who are either just learning sign language or some pro bono activities such as religious interpreting or funerals. Now, are they going to need to have a license to interpret? Of course not. Those are different types of scenarios. If someone is visiting Florida from another state and they wanted to get some work while they were in the state, they can, but there will be a limit to how many hours they can work here. If there's some sort of emergency situation and there's no other option, you can still use an interpreter without a license. So if this bill is to successfully pass, interpreters who have successfully obtained their certification will have to file for this license every 2 years and pay a fee. This bill will help us make sure, again, that we're all on the same page and that there's no misunderstandings of things in the future. It will help the deaf community, our deaf children, and our deaf children in schools. So make sure you come to Tallahassee on March 10th and chat with our legislative staff. Please, I would encourage you all to reach out to your legislators and tell them that you support this bill. And that bill is House Bill 1195 and Senate Bill 658. Okay, come make a difference. Thanks so much.